Minute out. I'm guessing Dopey's still streaming. I didn't see an announcement that he had stopped, so. We are doing casual boots. So we got Dashy. Two, one, go. Bombs already, okay. So yeah, definitely this race. I'm hoping this race doesn't take too long. Fire mode. And then we'll get back to Bean Dive. We hit 210 games this morning. And then we've got still 90 to go to hit the number that I want. So, we'll get there. But yes, we are playing as Cadence from Crypt of the Necrodancer and Cadence of Hyrule. See, this is more fun. If we mix up the sprites, we see new ones. We get to find out if it's a good or a bad sprite. Because sometimes the color swaps or the other things about sprites just aren't as fun. I find that the base form of every sprite looks really good. And then my enjoyment of a sprite very much depends on how good the other portions of that sprite look. So whether or not the bunny sprite and the blue and red mail are actually good. Because we've had some good sprites kind of just go downhill after we got blue mail. Darn rat. Wow, early Titans Mets. We should still be able to cut off another 20 or so seconds off of this. Not terrible time to get through the escape, but still not great. I've seen people do it closer to about 5 minutes. So if I get it closer to 5, I'd be happy. Wow. Ice rod already. That's interesting. We have both rods. Well, ooh, that's not good. That was a mirror. That's a little worrying. Mirror on the lumberjack. Like, it's gonna become an issue if I have to get into Swamp Palace, and that's the big question right now. ₹100 for the bottle vendor. Ether. And the mushroom. Wow, we're getting fetch quests right out of the way. Because we got the shovel as well as the mushroom. Hey, blue mail. So this is like what I'm saying. Is that an acceptable blue mail sprite? coloring. Because there's definitely, like, you look at the base and you're like, okay, it looks like Cadence. And now I'm just like, is this still as good? Right. Like, I thought the Green Male sprite was good. Like, that was an excellent Cadence. Looks right, you know, everything about that looks correct to me. And now it's just like, I get that you have to have a palette swap for new sprites, but I just look at this blue male and I'm like, nope. Hopefully the red male, we find it and it's an improvement, but I have my doubts. So we're gonna do desert first. We actually have all the resources we need to do desert. We found the boots. In a casual boot seed. I love finding that chest. It's always hilarious. Oh, both red crystals are in Light World. Interesting. Good play, Jess. Good play. Hammer right off the bat. So yeah, I'm looking at... There's an open race at midnight tonight. So, good chance we'll do that, and then there is a 2 p.m. mystery seed tomorrow. So, anticipate me doing the mystery tomorrow. Because I like mystery. I find it very fun. It's easier to fit in the simple mode races just because they're only like a few hour block, but so they come up what seems like more frequently, even though it's a 6 race cycle either way, but I do enjoy how easy it is to get into them. So we're still gonna finish this dungeon. We're gonna go beat Landmole. But happy Saturday, everybody. Or as happy as a Saturday as it can be. Ooh, that was bad. We could have been out of magic for that. Luckily, there is a magic decant, a small magic right next to that. That was a good kill. Okay. We're done here. We're done in the desert area for now. We'll do a save and quit, and then we'll head to South Shore. Just under about 16 and a half minutes for that first crystal. That's good. That's an acceptable amount of time. Come on, find something good here. Mini Moldorm is almost always a good find. Wow, that was a trash Mini Moldorm. Hey, Scruff. You missed the whole dungeon so far. Blazing a trail. Honestly, it's no big deal either way. Just funny. Usually I wouldn't expect to have had a dungeon clear already. But we just had the perfect setup of items. Oh, you're right. No! Woo! My shameless plugging of that giveaway is paying off. I'm glad. Hopefully we can get it across the finish line before it ends. Shield, heart piece. Well, that's good. We'll get there. If we can find a bow, we can clear Eastern. That mirror on Lumberjack is still the big question mark, though. How necessary it'll be. Hey, a bottle. So I guess Joe did not stream today. Hopefully she's good. I was kind of looking forward to showing up to one this morning. Two items. One item left here in Eastern, and then we have to leave. Well, there goes that. By the way, Ross, I can't believe you caught that Tyranitar last night. That was just ridiculous. What ball did you use on that catch? Because, jeez. Yes, there we go. Use a normal... Oh my god. See, the thing is that it's not like you'd ever seen one of those in the wild. So, like, I can't imagine. I'm only, like, you see Larvitar and Pupitar. No good, no bad. You know, she's fine. Hey, we got a bow. I'd say we're good on items so far, Ray. Like, we've actually had some pretty decent luck here. Let's see how bad it's gonna turn, though. Okay, we're screwed. Oh, I know that, you know that. It's, you know, it's more of a... I've definitely had races where, like, certain sprites I feel like have given me, like, certain feeling. No, nobody's chosen a sprite that's really got bad feelings about it. See, and that's just Charizard himself. It's not even, like, the race. It was just... I don't know, was it a rough race? I just don't remember. And Dan, it's a casual boots race, so we started with boots. See, this is going to sound interesting. I actually understand something I heard from a different runner. A different runner had said he doesn't remember bad seeds as well, like, as much as his viewers. And I kind of get it now. Like, I remember my dumbest moment, and that's about it. Yo, Raid! Thanks for the raid, Dopey. And hello, everybody from the raid. Hopefully you enjoyed, was it that twin stick game that came out? Yeah, Fun Time, that one. Words. Games. Yeah, it seems cool. I will say the trailer for it was a little over the top. With trying to be mimetic. But the gameplay looks solid. I just, you know, there's a point where a game dev goes a little over the top with their push. Here's the thing, I find that it's, when it comes to the twin stick, I think it's not that it's a genre that is impossible to mess up, but it is a genre that is a bit more simple in its execution. So the question is, you know, I think the only thing that I find, the one cardinal sin of the twin stick, and I've only seen it a couple of times, is frame rate. If you can't hold a solid frame rate in your twin stick, then you done messed up big. Okay, let's see. What is your bunny sprite? Oh my gosh. Okay. Cadence Blue Mail is bad, but Cadence Bunny is amazing. By the way, Dopey, I saw you're doing the new Super Hot tomorrow. Did you get a key from somewhere else, or did you get one for your original purchase of the first Super Hot on Xbox? Okay. Yeah, I was just checking because I wasn't sure if anybody's gotten their token yet for the new one. Because I know that's like not yet, and it's supposed to be over like the next week, but I'm pretty sure I bought the original one. Because when I look at the games with gold page, it shows buy as gift, not buy to own. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. I just find that to be like, that's a long time. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. The first Super Hot was really neat, so I will gladly play the second one, but I would just like to know when I'm gonna have it. Well, if I can, I'll tag it on to the end of my bean dive. But as it stands, like, I can't. Because I'm not gonna, like, if I'm waiting for a token, because I think I'm supposed to be able to get the token one, then I don't, you know, I'm not buying it early. Just gonna take that safe. Black market's code supplier. So yeah, this is a casual boots race. So we started with the boots. We did find where they would have been placed had this not been casual boots. Just so we're aware. The boots were in Agina's cave over by Desert Palace. One of the weird things about casual boots is that there is still a chest that would have the boots, and it has been filled with the boots, although some people who do casual boots will actually fill that chest with nothing, and it'll just be an empty. So we're gonna try to get both items out of Skullwoods. And then we'll go clear Eastern Palace and do pod. And yes, as I said, after we finish the race today, we will likely go on to some bean diving. What game? I don't know. But some kind of bean dive. Because we've still got, as I said, another 90 to go to hit that 300. Unfortunately, Skullwoods is a pendant dungeon, but Skullwoods has a reputation in Rando. Its nickname is Value Woods, because for a long time now, it's been known to have progression. Just in case. So we'll go clear Eastern, and then we'll go do Pod. As we know, the mirror is on the Lumberjack, so we're going to have to go kill Aghanim eventually. The only reason we're not going to do it is we don't have the lamp, so I gotta find the lamp and the flippers anyway to make Swamp a valuable play, but it's gonna become necessary eventually. Unfortunately, Eastern Palace isn't going to have an item, but I need to clear this dungeon, and because I don't know when I'm going to find the mirror, or I don't know when I'm going to find the lamp to go back to here, to make this, like, easier, it just makes more sense to do this clear now. But the one thing I'm starting to wonder is Catfish and Zora and Pyramid. I'd like to be able to group those together. This is all in logic, by the way. That dark room, because it has a torch, you can get through it with the fire rod. So that dark room is a logical play. We almost had the quick kill. Okay, no problem, Scruff. Have fun with the apexing. Oh yeah, that ladder race yesterday that we won. Turns out I was behind, actually, a good portion of that race. What saved me yesterday was I just found hookshot first. Turned out. I watched us both side by side, and I found the hook shot first, and that was it. That was the difference. Oh, I don't ever give up. It's not a question of like, I wasn't going to give up that race. I just thought with how much I won by, I must have been like, that I might have been ahead a bit more often. But turns out like I was just, by this, you know, just by a little bit, it made a difference there. That text just doesn't come up. Poke's Ray, okay. I was like, what are you doing to Ray? Does she deserve it? Ooh, the doggos. Thanks for the biddies. I need to start using the watch ad feature. I really do. To start building up those free biddies. I figured, you know, you use that one so much, it must be like just ingrained. Man, I'm getting so close to 150 followers. Moving up. Hey, there's the big key. Do they express who you are as a person the best? Okay. I was working on draining your health, not refilling it. Come on. Fair enough. So yeah, purposeful death, just to get back up to the front of pod to do this. Sometimes you just need a good death warp. Luckily, we found the lamp. I figured it had to be coming up soon. We were kind of running out of places to go. But it just, you know, it's nice to get it when we did. But yeah, 1 day left on that Overcooked giveaway. So if you don't have a copy of Overcooked or have only been considering it, I'd recommend entering. It's a great game. As I play a non-Xbox game right now. But that's 4 dungeons. 4 dungeons, people. We're over halfway home. Hey, Bombos! That's a good find. I like that. I like finding Bombos. Need the flute. I don't know if it's hydrated really when it's soda. Does it count? I had water this morning, but that's my soda from lunch, so 1 soda. 1 can. After the race, we'll go refill that cup with water. I promise. I usually do a big glass of water in the morning, have a soda with lunch, and then another big glass of water after that. So don't worry, water is the big. Yeah, if we can keep up these, like, a bit of a racing repertoire, then I see myself entering or trying to enter the next tournament. Not that we'll do well, but I want to try. You know, I want to enter it for fun and see if we qualify and see if we can, you know, get into the main tournament. However they format it. They've been changing the format each year because of how many people are now entering these things. So, like, they used to do, like, lots of best of threes, and then they started doing, like, Swiss groups. Or they would do Swiss, or they would do groups. Now they do a qualifying, like, they'll do, like, 15 qualifying races to determine a field of, like, 64 or something people, or 128 people. So... And the qualifiers, you have to do like 5 of them or 4 of them. So, I don't know. I really want to enter one now. Too many people that I've gotten to hang out with in the community did that mentor tournament. I'm kind of jealous I didn't do it. Which really, it's like Mixer. If Mixer had announced like a week or 2 earlier that it was going to end, I probably would have entered the mentor tournament because I would have been on Twitch that much sooner to have entered the tournament. Come on! Terrible. About the time we moved to Twitch, there was qualifiers for the Cross Keys tournament, but I wasn't ready for Cross Keys, to be honest. So I'm glad we didn't try for that one. But I feel like I've learned enough to do like the main tournament. So we're gonna just check the Quakefish. Why is he the Quakefish? It is because in the vanilla game he gives you Quake. One of the 3 medallions. I guess we'll get it. Okay, so that is Aga dead. We do have the lamp as well. Let's go to Sanctuary. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the mirror, and then we're going to go up Death Mountain. Because we can do a lot on Death Mountain. We can actually clear Hera and Turtle Rock, and hopefully in that amount of time we'll find our flippers and our hookshot. And hopefully we don't find the flippers. Do 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 do. Why did I forget that dashing with the old man is worthless and actually probably a negative? Dumb. Dum dum dum. Well, for just over an hour, I think we're making good progress on this one. 4 crystals with 2 lined up. Is actually really good. So, let's check out the ether tablets up here. Nice freebie of a check. Not worth anything, but still a check. Hey, red mail, let's see. Is Cadence gonna be redeemed? I don't know. I'll say, like, her green mail sprite was great, her bunny sprite was great. I just am not a fan of blue or red mail. I mean, the sprite itself is still great. I just don't like the color as much. I think the color was great with the green mail, and unfortunately after that it kind of just fizzled. Ray, did you see the bunny sprite, by the way? Or did you miss it? It's the Crypt of the Necrodancer, like 2D sprite. I'll try to get it again. And I'll call out when I'm like close to a spot I know that is a bunny beam. Because we're about to go to Turtle Rock next, and Turtle Rock does have a bunny beam in it. that I can use to show it. No, it's not out of the way. It's in my path to finish this race. So it's not like it's interrupted. Shoot! Thanks for cash. Darn Moldorm. And I do promise, Ray, it will not hinder my racing. Whoa, 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 whoa. So we're going to check every other possibility before entering Turtle Rock right now. There's just too many items that I want to see the possibility of. So we've got 7 in Paradox, 2 in Super Bunny, and 1 in Hookshot Cave that we can check. There's one of the items we need. Hey, you know what's funny? Do you know what item we need for Go Mode, everybody? Yup, the hookshot! 2 races in a row, we need the hookshot for Go Mode. Now, the real mean scenario here right now is that Quake is for Turtle Rock. So we're hoping that maybe we find our last medallion soon. But the game's not that nice. So we're just going to check this real quick. This one item is in Logic, by the way. It might be Hookshot Cave, but Hookshot can be in Hookshot Cave. Okay, what is the situation? It's more of just an inside joke.
with the old days when, you know, the silly children would come in and just start asking random questions that made no sense.
What's your favorite ice cream? Do you play Fortnite? Would you like to play Call of Duty together? No, no thank you. Oh, those were all Olkesh who was trolling me? Dang, Olkesh, you were doing a great job. You had me fooled all this time. Roblox, though, come on. Did we get a Roblox question before? I don't remember the Roblox ones. I completed Roblox. The only annoying achievement was like the logging in for 15 days in a row crap. Here we go, Ray. Oh, dang it. I had the bunny beam. I got bunny beamed. I'm sorry. No. I think it'll respawn. It should respawn. Yep, here we go. It's good. It's good. I liked the bunny sprite. Bunny and green mail were great. Blue mail, red mail? Yeah, I'm not a fan of the color. But good bunny sprite. I think I enjoy just going and finding out what the bunny sprites are. There's just so much fun to that. Because usually the bunny sprites are like really creative stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've seen anybody play as Finn. I've watched a lot, but the thing is like, I don't necessarily always pay attention long enough to see what all the bunny sprites are. Yeah, I've said that as soon as somebody develops a Hollow Knight sprite, the Knight will become my normal, like, sprite for stuff. Not that I won't take sprite recommendations, but that it's, like, if I entered a tournament or was gonna be on the restream for a race, I think the Knight would be the one I want as, like, my norm. Right. It's all about you, Ray. That's right. Dang it. This is not going to be a good Trinex fight, or an easy Trinex fight. Master Sword Trinex is not a fun one. $6,000 hours, come on. Give or take a couple thousand. I sucked. Plain and simple.
Nope. So this is Master Sword Trinex. Master Sword Trinex, usually what you do is you switch over, you hit the head with the shot, and then you switch over to hammer and hammer the head to death. But you're like, the range of the hammer is really small, so you have a very limited time window to get in hammer hits. So missing shots with either your fire rod or your ice rod becomes hugely, like, penalized. So I had one spare shot left in my fire rod. Like, that's how close that is. It's not an easy fight. Of course the Tempered Sword's on Trinex. Screw you, game. Oh, that's not even nice. That is so mean. What did Old Cash do? I don't know. It's not like Olkesh rolled the seed or gave me a plando to do that. I wish we had one of those swords for Trinex. Like, we would have saved time on that Trinex fight. But it's just the way it turns out sometimes.
And no, Cash, it's not your fault. It's Lazy Kid's fault. Lazy Kid likes to roll seeds that are trolly. I'll make sure to tell Lazy Kid that later. The sentient bot. With a mean streak. Yeah, mirror bonks are not always good, unfortunately. I'm just trying to knock out as many checks as I can before going to Swamp Palace. Just in case the hookshot is not in Swamp right now. Because a hookless Swamp is not always a great move. So... I've seen hookshot in Swamp Palace numerous times, mind you. I just... trying to hit a lot of these mirror checks. Hey, Valbo. Yeah, we're one item away. You're playing Forager? I'm hearing a lot of people are playing Forager. Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna play it eventually. We've just been playing other stuff. Trying to get our bean dive done. So. Although I should bean dive it. I just know that first achievement's gonna take a while. Bean Dive Deja Vu, I don't have it. It looks cool, I just don't own it. Those are the best Bean Dive games. One for just booting the game. That's the best. Well, let's hope for some good RNG today for Swamp. Let's hope for that hook shot in Swamp Palace, everybody. Yeah, I think I'm not going to get any games right now for the rest of this weekend. And then Monday, we'll kind of look at that last... We'll use the sale for this week to see if anything comes up that's like I've been interested in. And then we'll... make any decisions there, and then we'll kind of just fill out the rest of what our Bean Dive list will look like. Because I'm starting to get to the point where I'm also deciding, like, certain games I don't think I'm gonna dive. So, like, I guess at some point I got Squid Hero for Connect. So I'm like, well, I don't have my Connect set up. So we're probably not gonna play that. Rock Zombie is broken. So we're not going to play it. So that's kind of where we're at, is like trying to figure out some of those ones. Similar case for, I believe, War Games. I don't believe I can do that one, so good chance we don't do War Games. And then there's others, like, there's definitely some games with gold titles that I'm just like, I don't care. Like, I never installed, again, 3v3 Freestyle, which was a free game, actually, not games with gold. So, you know, I gotta start looking at that kind of stuff and decide, okay, do I want to play this or not? So there's definitely some on that. But yes, Deja Vu looks fun. Dopey, did you look at the trailer for Swim Out? Looked like a fun little puzzle game. Uh-oh, speaking of trailers. What abomination are we talking about now? Because anytime there's a trailer discussion, it's usually a bad thing. Okay, so no hookshot here. Yeah, we heard that. Reese or Joe mentioned that the trailer got pulled yesterday during our during that stream. Yeah, I saw, I went to Wales Interactive's Twitter yesterday, and, like, all their stuff
was still kind of like, hey, this is an important game, blah, blah, blah. We consulted with so-and-so and all that kind of stuff, and it didn't sound like they were changing anything. So I'm curious to see what happens with this one. Yeah, I'm not sure what I would do. It's not a game I would stream. Yeah, it does not give off the kind of vibe I go for in my gaming. So. Oh yeah, you know me. I love the spoopy stuff. That's the thing, like, I've watched Joe stream every one of the Wales games. Or at least most of the stuff. Like, I don't know if she's streamed every one of them, but, like, she's done a lot of the ones, and I've really enjoyed them. It's just, you know, it's not something I would stream. But they're, like, I like the fact that somebody's doing the FMV thing. I think it's a cool genre of games. That one really does just give off this really weird vibe. And all of the, like, it's interesting that Sony and you're saying ID both pulled it from the channels. But what I saw out of the Whale Interactive side was like, it was just like business as normal. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. Yeah, that's the thing. Their only tweets about it were a defense, you're right. About how they had, like, they were talking about, like, who they had as consultants for the game and that it was an important message. So, I don't know. It's definitely not, like, high on my list to jump for. That's really the flute. The flute, people. I'll be honest, I don't really check it. Nothing against it, but, like, for me, it's, you know, I just go to the store and look at whatever is new each day or week. Like, that's how I know what's new.
See, and that's the thing. I don't know all the stuff you do about that. I just look and go, "Meh. I'm playing games." Yeah, I'll be curious to see if their response changes given all the backlash all over the place, but doesn't appear there will be. Could this have been a pedestal seed at this point? Ooh. The Dreamcast. Oh. Quake for Meyer? Oh my god. So you had to go into ice to get the flute to get the hook shot in Meyer Shed. Interesting. Yeah, no, I get your point, right? Man, this race was going so well until that hookshot hunt. I don't think we're going to sub 2 this race. But I don't know if there's much I could have done differently. Like, I had to do ice. I could have skipped Skullwoods. I could have skipped a dip of Swamp. But I feel like most people in my position would have gambled Hookshot in Swamp before doing ice. At least I think most people would. You so funny, Ray. You're just so funny. You can't. That's the fun part. So I know where to look for that kind of stuff, or the results page. But right now, so the way that it works is, let me explain ladder here. So there is 30 minutes before the race, everybody signs up who wants to race it. At 10 of, if there's an even number of racers, the algorithm will pair everybody off and generate all the seeds for the race. Then everybody starts racing. Nobody knows who they're racing and won't find out until they're done. So if my opponent is done, they would have received my name. They would know that I was their opponent. I don't know. During this season, they did implement a new bot functionality where if your opponent finishes before you, you can get notified that your opponent finished. But I said I didn't want to know that. So I will finish the race no matter what. Or like I won't quit a race because my opponent finished. And then like after we finish the race, I find out who my opponent is. So like in the past, I know Ulkesh has done this. He's actually been able to check the result page. Like on the schedule for the website, if you click on the race that we're in, it'll show you how many races there are, but won't actually tell you who the matchups are, and it won't tell you who's facing who until both racers finish. So like a lot of them would be currently unknowns. Number 3. And yes, that's the other option. But you would have to know who's in the race to do that, Dopey. What do you think is not that many?
Yeah, I know, but how many people do you think is not that many? Is my question. Like, I'm not supposed to know, so even if you could find it, you can't tell me anything. But, like, understand how many people are the... Okay, yeah, today for this race, there were about 70 people. Still, to find the one person out of the other 69 people, not very easy. Well, that's the other thing. That too. This is not an unpopular game to stream. So even out of the people who are in this race, like the number of people who are streaming this and not in this race is still a bunch. Oh, is that what's going on? Dang. You people are really sly. So yeah, it's not easy to figure it out. Like, if you knew who was in the race, it'd be pretty easy for somebody to figure it out. Like, there's been people who've said, like, they'll look at the ladder rankings before they enter a race and know roughly who they're gonna face. Well, when I rescued Jeremiah, did you notice that Princess Zelda wasn't in the sanctuary anymore? Honestly, that's just a sprite limitation thing, by the way. There can only be one follower sprite on the screen at that point, so it defaults to Jeremiah instead of Zelda as being the only one in the room. Shoot! Come on! What is that, 3 falls to Moldorms today? Ugh! I mean, it's our first fall to Moldorm 2, but we fell twice to Moldorm 1. It was worth a shot. There was only a few spots left, really, in the game that the silver arrows could be. I'm not going to be surprised for Ganon to say, did you find the silver arrows in my tower? So, Silverless Ganon. Butter Sword. Easy enough. That's fine. Two, three, four, five, six, five, six, seven, eight. Well, we got through it, just not very smoothly. I do need to clean up Phase 2 of Ganon. I'm not a very clean Phase 2 Ganon person. Light World. Zora? Like, seriously, I think that's the only location I didn't check. That was Light World. And if that's the case, like, that's gonna hurt. Oh man, I know the person who beat me. Or that's a possibility too. Garrison beat me. Dang. They were on the swirl edge? Oh, we never went there. I never had the money or the flippers to go do it. I had to mirror 3 times on Master Sword Trinex. So I did escape like normal, got out. Yeah, what I did was I went out, did the village. After village, I did desert. From desert, I went to eastern. Then I turned in the bottle and did fake powder for the magic bat before going to potion shop to get my pearl. I did a short little Jeremiah loop, then did Thieves and Skull, then Eastern and Pod, then I did Aga to get my mirror, and then did Hera and Turtle Rock. And I'm guessing what really sunk me was after I got those flippers, I dived Swamp as soon as I got the flippers in the mirror, hoping for hookshot in Swamp.
Yeah, see, I'm the kind of person who says if I have everything else and I'm in a hookshot for go mode, I will dive Swamp Palace for go mode. It's like it's one of those things that I know some people don't like to make that gamble, and I will make that gamble every time because I don't want to touch extra dungeons. I only did Skull because, and I think this is like one of those things is when I did Thieves, I was what, 5 heart Thieves? And I said, I look at Skull Woods 5 hearts and go, I can do it now with Blue Mail and the Master Sword. So I said, I'm gonna go there even though it's a pendant, because how many times does Skull Woods have value? You know, I was saying during the race, Skull Woods has the nickname Value Woods for a reason. Like, I don't know if you saw the 50,000 race tracker, and it says like Skull Woods has progression 20% of the time. Oh, yeah, no, that would make a difference. See, I did that first. Like, as soon as I had Dark World, I went Hype Cave up south into Village of Outcasts instead of going east to Pod Eastern. See, by that point, I still didn't. I didn't have as much, I think. Although I guess not really, because see, I was curious if it was going to be a pedestal seed. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Okay. Early Master Sword makes it seem like first sword was 6 minutes, yeah. All those deaths were purposeful, too. Yo, Sean. Thanks. Yeah, Garrison had my number today. See, that's the thing. As soon as I got that bow, like, I did Thieves and Skull, then I save quitted and did Eastern, and then did Pod. Wait, didn't we have Master Sword? Didn't we have Titan's Mitts, like, before Escape was done? Oh, yeah, because I did King's Tomb, like, right after leaving Sank. That's why I did Desert I did Desert with Master Sword. Like, that was my first hit. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch this back because I am very curious. Because what was that? 6 minutes? 5.5 minutes? Six minutes. Okay. I used a little bit of Fire Rod for it, but by that point I didn't have a magic refill, so I didn't really have any Fire Rod shots. So I did a lot of Master Sword spins. Yeah, no, Trinex was terrible. I'm glad I took the safety door. Oh, did you? Ouch. Man, then you really outrouted me today. I just did too many checks. I played my checking game really too safe. By that estimation. Like, because Ice Palace would it have given you 6 minutes, though? Like, a dip of swamp, would that be 6 minutes? That doesn't seem like it would be that much. I'm really going to watch, because, yeah, it's possible I finished TR before you. But from there... Because, like, I would have had to been playing catch-up if I did Skull Woods and you didn't touch it. Did you finish Ice? Like, did you kill Cold Stare? Okay. So you didn't duck out quick after getting that flute. Yeah, I'll have to watch it back later tonight. Because I watched my race yesterday. So did I. As soon as I finished Ice, I swam up and did... Yeah. I turned in Green Pendant, save quitted, did Sanctuary to Flute, and then I went straight to Mireshed. But did you have Silver Arrows then? Yeah, so this is going to be like one of the weird things is since we had boots. Yeah, so here's what the problem I had was that I did water walking and did Zora Waterfall. So the only Zora checks or the only flipper checks I had was Hobo and Zora. And I was kind of like, I don't want to do them now. Like, for me, I don't like water checks. Like, I don't usually sequence break. But when I do sequence break, I think it causes me to orphan checks more often in that area. Because, like... Yeah. After Aga, I did some stuff, so... Yeah, desert was my first thing, because what I did was, when I left CAC, I went... Since we had shovel, I said, I'll go do dig spot. So I just booted over to the Grove, and then I went south to desert, because I was like, I have a Master Sword, the book, a Fire Rod. I'm just going to clear desert now. And then I did South Shore and Mini Moldorm Cave after that. So, like, I'd skipped all that stuff to the east or South Shore area. Because I just figured the game is screaming Desert Palace. So I, like, if you watch this back, I'll have a crystal in about 10 minutes. Like, that was a quick first crystal. And then after that, like, I mean, you know what happens. I mean, that Moon Pearl location was just rude. Okay, let's close out the recording portion. So that was I lost by 6 minutes. Fun times.